Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kyle, and here on the biggest building we've ever built, we finally have the biggest roof we've ever installed done. It's all up there. It was a ton of work. Big shout out to Greg's brother, Zach. For those of you that remember Zach back in the day, he worked with us and then he went into the Army. So he was home, he had time, and he was like, yeah, I'll come give you guys a hand. So that was huge. It got us through the roof, got it finished, but now we're on to all the roof trims, the soffit, the fascia, the gable trim, the ridge cap. All that has to get done. Before we start that though, we've got one more little piece of framing. If you notice on the end of this roof, you can see all those purlins just running wild. We need to cap that all off with our wood fascia, our sub fascia. It's a 2x6, and then we're gonna move right into soffit and fascia. We have a ton of it, but it should go real nice and fast because it's just a long 304-foot line and up some gables. So let's get into it. Hey guys, crazy thing. If you remember the last video, this mega deck was down. It was not working. There's a sensor in the middle. It's like a rotational sensor that knows when the lift is up and down so that it can't maybe do certain functions like run outriggers when you're up in the air or drive when it's out of level, things like that. We unplugged it, plugged it back in, and it kind of worked.
Bypass it so we don't have any more safety?
No, we still have safety. So I'm gonna buy a new sensor, but I think I eliminated where the problem was and we're able to run it for now. And I guess, yeah, maybe we could run like a jumper cable or something if we had to bypass it. Just like stick a wire on both ends.
Yeah,
and
then we
like,
can do whatever we want while we're like 30 feet up in the air.
Yeah. I'm thinking I need to cut this off, which is gonna be really difficult now.
Yep.
Because that trim is there.
You have snips?
Well, I got snips, but what's that gonna do me?
You have to cut the metal and then cut where you're going.
Do you think I'll be able to get that deep with my saw? A lot of times we leave this fascia long on the eave because sometimes we need a little bit extra material and we just kind of eyeball our end fascia nice, but not this time. We need to cut it back. .22. Oh, that's really hard to see. I'm gonna have to go this way. My eyes don't focus that close. 22 3/8. Greg, don't screw. The vibration is cut so perfectly that it could fall.
Oh, come on.
I just missed. Yeah, there we go, my guy. That's what I needed.
Sorry.
This is just a little blocking that we need. We don't even need it, but we kind of need it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's because our purlin here at the, what we call our in-betweener board on our front of our wall that gives us one more screw row here, doesn't extend all the way. So we just throw a piece of blocking in there, something solid for a couple screws to go in the roof. If only we could do our patented trick, you know, to manipulate the lumber to go right where we wanted it. This one's good.
If you want to hit this next one, you can. I got it where I want it.
All right. What you say so. All right.
Beautiful.
Okay, one thing I'll pass on to you guys, if you haven't seen it before or you never done this, whenever you're running fascia, sub fascia, don't try to cut so that you have a joint right on the middle of a tail or something, because then you're putting multiple screws all into this end grain. It's, you know, not as good. What we always do is we just run our fascia and then we cut ourselves a block. This block is gonna come in here and it will give us plenty of screwing surface. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, hit that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, sorry. And a nice place to bring our fascias together, and it helps us kind of straighten it out without having to like worry about splitting the wood. So, just a little tip, it's not a big deal.
This is a really good 2x6.
Is it?
This one is straight as can be.
Straight as an arrow. Up, right there.
Long live the night.
Okay, so we keep backing up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm gonna say, that don't look right, but that looks much, much better. I'll mess with that.
I would love to.
All right, down the hill.
Downhill, let's do it.
There. Yeah.
We get all the soffits done before lunch, I'm buying.
Oh, dang. I mean, you know, here's the thing. I think we could do all the soffits if the F&J was all up and we didn't do fascia, we just were doing soffits. I bet you in an hour and a half we could whip around.
Oh,
this building.
no.
Be easy.
No.
So easy.
I'm just saying there's a lot we gotta do. We gotta be more realistic than that, you know?
I feel way better this time around than I did after the first time.
Well, you didn't have to put in as many screws
This time
around.
No. Okay, that's gonna go in just a little bit when it goes in. I'll try that out, kids. Okay, so we need 228 times 2, which is all of it. We just need all of it. I just don't know if we want to put all of it in here, you know?
No. How many is that?
What? How many is that?
Yeah.
12? So
12.
it's 120 feet. So we need,
2 and apart.
wait, that's all there is?
Yeah, I guess.
This is all of our soffit and it comes pre-cut. This is because we're doing a kind of a color matched and job matched to the last building, MWI. That's who we've gotten a lot of our soffits through. I know somebody might be asking, what about Speed Lap? I hope to use Speed Lap again, but this job, we just matched everything to the building that we previously built our customer. So we're just kind of replicating the design and everything. But I do hope to use some Speed Lap again. I do like it, but I have no problems with MWI. It's good. It's good soffit. It's pre-cut to our size spec, and I mean, very rarely do we ever have any issues with it. Whew! All right, let's go. I love the Mega Deck. I love the Mega Deck for a couple different reasons: roofing, ceilings, and soffit fascia. Because we can throw all this crap up there. We can do 2 sections of fascia, which is 20 feet at a time. So awesome.
Come on, Climber Kyle. You got this.
Yeah, buddy. See, when we frame this wall, this board right here is specifically measured and framed to this location because the top of it is the bottom of our sub fascia. So when we put our soffit in here and we install our F&J, this is an F&J trim, things should be nice and level. See, Greg, with you on my side, man, we're gonna just kill this. 1108. See how we do. throw another one here, even though I don't. Guy I used to work with always did Soffit fascia, and he always complained about it and said, I'll do it, it's kind of hard and whatever. And then the first time I did, I'm like, what the heck? I think you were just trying to get that job for yourself every time, because this is like so easy. And look at that, so easy, and boom, nice clean look, almost instantly. I always, whenever I'm fastening, I'm out.
You're on staples?
Yeah. You know, I was gonna say what I did on my fastening schedule, because, you know, it means something to us so that we know when we're doing our fascia screws later. But I always stay out of the middle rib. Yeah, the DeWalt's just not as, it's not as good. So I'm gonna, see, it just doesn't set it as good as the Milwaukee. But I always stay out of the middle, because when we go to fasten our fascia, I can put a screw in the middle and I know I'm not gonna hit one of these staples accidentally. Not that it would probably do too much, but sometimes it's just more annoying. God, these don't look like the right staples, buddy.
I hope they are.
They're not.
You saying you didn't get the right staples?
I'm 100% saying that. I specifically looked at the staples, and it said 18 gauge narrow crown, and I looked at the crown stapler right there, but these are 5/16. Well, this is gonna be a long day. Ooh. No, I don't like using the shingle nailer. Oh, this is too big of a job to be unprepared.
Was it just like you're tired and maybe
No,
grabbed the
I
wrong
went
box,
there,
or?
I looked, there was one box type of staples, okay? It said 18 gauge. I didn't even think about the crown like width. I was looking at the gauge, which I knew I wanted 18 gauge. There has to be like a strip or so in the trailer somewhere.
I don't think there is.
No, there is, man. There is. We're gonna find it.
I think the box is at your shop.
We're gonna find it, man. Let's see. There's a steel. There, they're just flopping in the wind.
I wonder if it's gonna be any good.
Huh?
I wonder if it's gonna be any good.
Oh yeah. Oh, come on, Kyle, you got this. Good thing my back doesn't hurt. Let's go. Okay, 71, let's go 5/8.
71 5/8.
Plus my 1.5 inches.
Let's make sure. It almost makes you want to hand snip all the pieces of steel, doesn't it?
I don't know, but it definitely, those were some nice snips.
Like a 30-foot long sheet, you just want to rip it with your snips. Sorry, man. My stomach hurts.
Hello? All right, man. Well, hello? There you go.
Don't these smell so bad?
Let me smell them.
It smells like sour milk.
Smells like they've been sitting outside in wet packaging for
In sour
the last
milk.
month.
Someone probably dumped their milk in it when they were packaging it.
Mm-hmm.
And thought, yeah, these guys are gonna like this.
It's not going nowhere, that's for sure. It's easy to get into the middle.
Grab this one. How do you do these two like so efficient?
Oh, dude, it's just it's called practice.
I never liked doing.
Well, first off, I put one in and then the other.
Well, yeah, that's what I did.
Oh.
But
So
I feel like
so
it was
I
just
always
really,
hold one,
really awkward. For
hold
me.
it, and then as long as it doesn't move, you know your money. You're sending her, but it doesn't pop through.
See that?
Pretty good. Kapoom. And then I put the other one in. So
Okay,
I just
you
leave,
let- you just let
but
that
no.
one hang.
So now I just let that go tight. And then once I know I like it, then I just hold this one. And it's always about holding it on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of have to like, otherwise it will fall out. Hey dude, you know, we all have different talents. You're really good at cutting and prepping and installing faces, so. Last piece of trim on this side.
I thought we'd never get it done.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty easy.
it's like the never-ending fascia and soffit. You know?
Oh man, who's the idiot?
You nail that?
No.
Looks
He's
like you did.
screwed, not nailed.
Ah.
Yeah?
Yep.
side fascia is done. 616 feet of fascia. 456 pieces of soffit. Did I say it's 228 a side?
I guess how many boxes are?
A lot. Don't even count. It's not
Okay.
worth it.
I can't count.
All right, we'll go ahead and reconvene on the side fascia, end fascia tomorrow, huh?
Yeah.
I like end gable soffit for the look that it gives the building. Over side fascia. Mm-hmm. I think end really makes a difference. Would you agree, Greg? End soffit fascia, basically the same as sidewall soffit fascia. The only real difference is that we don't use a thick fascia. We don't need to cover this whole sub fascia up because we'll be putting our gable rake trim, which is like an outside corner. And I've got that all prepped up. So as we go, we're just gonna go ahead and, you wanna go up a little higher? Or you wanna do?
Yeah, well, yeah, let's go.
We got like a bunch of process. We got our F&J, then we've got our soffit, then we've got our, what we call an L4 because it's just like an L and it's 4-inch. And then we've got our rake trim. So we kind of gotta roll through that whole process. What do you wanna do?
Let's back up and get that little piece so that while we're there, so we don't forget about it, and then we'll come back and go up. What do you think?
Okay. Oh, there we go. No, I'm out of the light.
I'll let you look at it.
I am off my line. It's really hard to see that sucker. But this can just go right above here, Greg. This means nothing. Just get this above here. I can't see. That screw is, there we go. There's that.
Oh, I see what you did.
Yeah. Now, to try to get this in here. This is why it's always easier to just do things
Before.
yeah, than try to jerry-rig it later. Okay, there's that. Okay, just hold it for a sec.
Man, I'd say that's pretty much money.
I'd say you pretty much nailed it, my friend.
Definitely better looking than a bird box.
Oh yeah, I think this is a much cleaner look. There, we're good here. I like it. Okay, easy. Nice and clean, all finished, nice and green. I just made that up. Did you like that, Greg?
Is that a carpenter bee?
No. Got a couple screws or something?
Oh, that guy.
If it's wrong, I can always try again.
Give a couple more.
Yep. So whenever we're doing this, actually all of our trims really, we're thinking about where the most visible side is gonna be. And whenever we do our laps, we try to make sure that our overlap is so that when you're looking at it from the predominantly visual spot, which is that way, you will not see the lap. So that's why we're actually running our right side here first at our peak. So when we put up this trim, and you'll kind of see it, this is gonna lap over, like so, and the shadow line is back here. So you're not looking at this, even though we're 33, I think, feet in the air.
Oh, we were like 34.
Something like that. You know, it's just good practice on all your trims. Always try to think about your overlaps, where the people are gonna see it from. There you go.
Let's just put the piece up there and
Okay.
thoughts, comments, concerns.
Whatever you, I'm a fan of this. Let me just put it on there so it's,
Yeah, so it's exactly where we want it.
okay, somewhere in there, big guy.
All right, we're gonna go just a hair heavy so it butts in.
15.15 degrees.
15.15 degrees. Square up along that edge. 15, spot on.
You know how many screws we're gonna put in that ridge cap? Like bags of screws.
A lot, yeah.
We'll literally probably have like 3 bags of screws on that whole ridge.
It's a lot of screws.
Yeah, well, 750 screws.
Gonna hit you.
Okay.
Good. Beautiful.
Okay, screw boy.
Look at that, bro. I'm proud of this.
Good.
Man, really making this difficult for the short guy.
Nothing's hard for you, man. These will be the ones that rattle right here because I didn't put four staples in it.
Why do you go down so low? Actually, you came up, didn't you?
I don't know, dude. You direct traffic, my guy. I don't know what you want me to do.
I'm screaming internally.
If you're gonna take the lead, you gotta be the leader. You gotta tell me. I can't read your mind. It's a little bit difficult because these are 50-some foot worth of rake trim. And we want it to be straight. We've got to kind of get them all installed and then we'll kind of eyeball it straight. I mean, our steel is really straight, so we could probably just go off of that. I just want to see if I'm in the neighborhood of straight. Obviously, we should be really close. I mean,
good enough.
The freaking refraction of the heat coming off of it is more than enough to make it look. But yeah, it's good. I think up there we need to come out just a hair.
Can we put one up in here?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You're in a good position. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. We'll just leave this here. It ain't gonna fall off for now. And let's get this screwed off and then we'll...
How does this look while you're looking down?
Honestly, I thought they all looked pretty good. Yeah. Go up in just a hair.
Oh, careful, careful.
Yeah, go up just a hair, right there. Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
I know you were. Now the trick on this trim, to try to get it as least oil canned as possible, because this is like the one trim that every building you go by, you see these little waves and ripples here. And sometimes we get them too. But the best way to try to avoid it is when you put these screws in, is to try to give the trim a little squeeze itself. So kind of like preloading it. So I always just, once I get my top screw in, then I come through. Let's see, that one's a little bit tight. Okay. And I just put my thumb in here and kind of push it up. And what's happening is it's kind of taking it from a flat surface to a little bit of a bulged surface like this. And by doing that, it's creating a little bit of a dome on this side, and it takes away the oil can. When you try to run metal perfectly flat without anything on it, no ribs, that's when you get oil can, if there's any tension. But if you can put something in it, like some manufacturers put even a bead, like a little minor rib, like you see here, right through the trim, and that's really easy to install. See, so then we get this nice clean look. All right, buddy, let's go.
Decent, decent. Oh, oh.
Yeah, buddy. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, man. Hey, it's Ron Morris, our good friend. The guy we built a sick building for about 8 years ago.
In like 6 days.
In like
What's up, Ronnie?
It transferred it to the lower one.
Yep, because these were both not, they were already All right, we've got one of our end gables done, and that means now we can run our ridge cap. So getting all of our ridge cap supplies in here. We've got our filler foam. Univent comes in these big boxes. Hopefully it's all good. It's been sitting out in the rain, but I don't think it's gonna hurt it. It's just like a, I don't know, composite poly material. But we gotta make up all these ridge caps, and then we'll get up on the roof. 308 foot of ridge that's no joke. That's a lot of ridge cap. Probably the worst part, Greg, is where we're gonna put the lift. Okay, it's probably good enough to start. So this stuff has like a, I think it's like 100 and some mile an hour wind-driven rain rating. It is way better than those like individual filler strips that go, they're like 3 foot a piece and they go into the ribs up on the roof. I think it's a quicker install. It's a better product. It doesn't blow out like a lot of those filler strips do that you see. I mean, I've seen it a ton of times on buildings where the filler strips are just missing because they just blow out. It's expensive though. I want to say one box is like I almost say it's almost 200 bucks now. I genuinely believe that.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
For that?
Yes, it's very expensive. I'd have to check, but I'm pretty sure it's right at like just under 200 bucks.
Don't understand that.
Got him. I thought 6 was the number.
It was. Why do we have 8?
So why? Here, lift it up a little. Did you just fart?
Nope.
You know that?
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. Because I
just-
know that side is pretty decent.
No,
gonna
I mean,
go-
I would even use the frickin' centers.
yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
It looks great.
Like I was just gonna pick and choose.
Okay.
Wait,
Get a little closer to center. All right, Greg.
okay, for this first one, how far back are we gonna go?
What do you mean? Wherever.
Because there's that much, or are we going back to that guy, or probably just this guy, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a good 6-inch overlap.
Yeah. I mean, I think it looks pretty good right there. Yeah. I know the first one's always the worst one. We have nothing to go off of yet.
Because it's always based off your eyeball.
Okay. That's the key. Okay. Okay, what do we want to do? What's our process?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna go back for onesies, so how many you want me to grab?
I don't know.
I'll grab 3 for now.
Threesies?
Actually, there's 4 here. I'll grab 4.
I'm all about that feeling life.
So now maybe you can see why we didn't run our filler all the way to the end. So when it comes in, it butts up to the other filler. You don't want it doubled up, otherwise it would be too thick.
Drop the screw.
I know. So even though this way is kind of our line of sight where most people are gonna be coming from, I know we talked about running our laps against kind of that view so that you wouldn't see this, but A, it's on ridge cap, but B, more importantly, is this is our west, northwest, and that's where the predominant amount of our storms come from. So when the wind blows out here, it usually blows from that way. So we put our laps opposite the wind so that the wind and the rain can drive right over top of these joints and not continuously be driving in there. So it's another thing we consider is on the ridge cap, the way we run our laps, just to avoid wind-driven rain. Sometimes we will do that with our roof steel also, but the roof steel has a siphon leg that doesn't allow water in, so we're not as worried about wind-driven rain, and we screw down our laps as well, so. There's no siphon here though, so. Yeah, I guess I'll say this because I always try to spread the love on Sashco products. They're a partner of the channel, and it's because it's a dang good product. So through the roof, you can get a sample of this in the sample kit. I'll put a link down below in the video description, and they'll send you a tube of Big Stretch, more Flex, through the roof, Lexel, maybe some bathroom sealants, all top quality stuff. Kind of get you in the door, you know, it's like the gateway drug, because then once you start using it, you're gonna love it, and then you're gonna wanna buy it. So, you know what's crazy though, Greg? Did I ever tell you, the one thing that Sashco doesn't do a good job at marketing is the quantity of sealant in their tubes.
Is that like 30% more?
I don't know if it's a full 30%, so that seems a little, you know, I can't make that claim, but I do know they told us specifically that they put more product in their tubes than the competitors, and they don't even market that, but they cost more. So it's like, well, yeah, I mean, if you're putting 20% more product, I expect it to cost more money.
I thought one of the bottles did say how much more.
Well, it has never been marketed before, and if it's now marketing it, that's because I told them they should be doing that. That's fact, dude. Big recommendation, guys, when you're screwing off ridge cap like this. Hit your middles, then hit your middle of the middle, and then the middle of the middle of the middle. Like, just keep cutting down middles if you can and kind of keep your fingers on it. It helps with any of the bubbling that may occur on your ridge cap, like that right there.
The other trick is to go in at a slight angle and not straight up and down.
Oh, yeah.
That'll mess you up as well.
Good tip, Greg.
Thanks.
Thanks for sharing that with the squad.
Just thinking, you know. Can't leave them alone for 2 seconds.
I guess I'm gonna go help Greg. I'm gonna head back his way. That's a lot of ridge cap. All right. So we still have a couple pieces on the far end. We saved 2 just in case. The last full piece and then our partial that we will do when we get the other side of Gable soffit fascia and trims on. We do have to put this steel on, but we're kind of being instant gratification seekers, and we're gonna go ahead and get all of our soffit fascia, run that side soffit fascia, run the Gable trim up, finish our ridge cap, and see where the time is for the end of the day, because we don't need the steel on to do all that, but it would be nice kind of to get it all done. All right, buddy. I'm gonna go take us to the promised land. Your wheels.
I'm chalked right now.
Okay, looking at it. Yeah, man. I got mine. Good enough for the girls I run with.
Yeah, not too bad.
No way.
10 on this side.
Okay.
10 3/8 on the right, 10 on the left.
It's a little bit big.
Whatever you did there is
Oh yeah, because it's actually not pivoting from this point, it's pivoting from this point.
correct. Yes.
Very good, very
So that's what's throwing you off.
You're so smart.
It's like you've done this before.
What's all your measurements, dude?
Yeah, I know.
Look at that, man. That rib hit dead center, inside, outside. It's like it was meant to be. Let's see if I can get this.
It won't hold.
Nice.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I'll just shut up.
You want to do it? You gonna pick up that side and just walk it up there?
Yeah, I'll go walk it up and then I'll flip it over me and probably
Okay.
set it down.
Yeah.
You go
Okay.
up and over me.
You wanna go over?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what do you want to
Yep,
do?
now we're just gonna roll it to the
Okay.
side.
All right. Okay, you can go ahead and go.
Let's just roll it now.
Yeah. You just gotta be careful when you tuck it underneath that trim.
Yep.
I got it. Go ahead and go up there if you want. Yeah, man. I'm just gonna hold this. You wanna come down here and throw one in one of these
Let me
ribs?
get this lap.
Yep, go ahead, you're good.
Where you like it?
Mm-hmm. Nice job, dude. Nice. I would say our ridge is definitely straight enough. I'm sure there's some quarters here and there on the old ins and outs, Greg, but I can't even see the other end due to the dang heat wave.
I mean, that's not bad at all. They're right in the dead center. It looks like they're.
It kind of goes that way, just a hair.
We did a little like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, whatever, dude. You know what? It's really good. And now our roof system is finished. We got all of our metal, all of our soffits, all of our fascia, all of our gables, all of our ridge caps. We're now ready to go onto walls. So like this genuinely is milestone, and we are on the downhill because literally we've done everything up here. We'll now work to the ground. Next we've got wainscot, side steel, windows. We got some garage doors to frame up, walk doors to install. But that's gonna be on another video, guys, because this is it. This is the end of this project. Great milestone for the end of the week. It's Friday. Let's go. We'll catch you guys on another video. Hit that thumbs up, by the way. This was great. Good job. Give me another one.